Have you ever placed a trade and watched price hit your stop loss before reversing your original direction? Feels like the market is hunting you, right? Where it actually is. The forex market moves because of one hidden force, liquidity. If you don't understand it, you will keep getting stopped out. But if you do, you will trade like the smart money and not against them. In this video, I will expose how liquidity works and how you can use it to your advantage. What is liquidity? Liquidity is just a fancy word for where the money is sitting in the market. The banks, hedge funds, big institutions, and market makers can't just place random trade like us. They need a lot of traders to fill in their positions. And guess where they find them? Right where retail trader place their stop loss and bad entries. Where can liquidity be found? Liquidity can be found in stop losses. And where are stop losses placed? Stop losses are placed in places like equal highs, equal lows, swing highs, and swing lows. Now, liquidity can also be found in pending orders. Pending orders in form of buy stops, buy limits, and sell limits. Now, pending orders also contain liquidity. Why? Because once they are triggered, they turn into what? Market orders, and also add liquidity into the market. Key support and resistance level also contain liquidity. Hence, you can say liquidity is equal to stop losses plus pending orders plus key support and resistance level. Alright, let me take you to my screen and show you equal highs, equal lows, swing high, and swing lows. Alright, look at this. This is a perfect example of what swing high. Why? Because it took liquidity. Look at this. This is a very good example of an equal high. Look at this equal high. It took liquidity. Look at this. This is a swing low. This swing low took liquidity. You can see. This is also a swing high. Alright. This is an equal low. This is an equal high. And so I'm showing you a lot of examples. Alright. This is also a swing high. Can you see this? This is a swing high. Why? Because it was took liquidity. I'm using the 4-hour time frame, but if you go to the 15-minute time frame, it will be more detailed here. Alright, look at this now. You can call this equal low. You understand? But it's grab liquidity. Alright, look at this. You can also call this a support level. Retail trader see a strong support level. They start buying and they place their stop loss below the support level. Look at this. Look at this support level. Some traders will actually see this and they will start buying. Look at this. And when they start buying, where will they put their stop loss? Some traders will start buying and they will put their stop loss here. Alright, look at this. This is just like a support level. Look at this. Alright, look at this. This looks like a support level. You understand? Alright, this is like a support level. Retail trader sees a support level and they start buying all the supports. They place their stop loss. Look at this now. Look at this. This is some retail traders, they actually start buying from here and they will place their stop here. Now, smart money intentionally drive price lower to grab their liquidity. Now, after they've grabbed the liquidity, what do? They reverse the market. You see this? They reverse the market. Look at this. If I use this trend line and you see that there was actually a liquidity sweep. You understand? Now there's different way you can interpret. Now there are different ways you can interpret price. You can interpret price different ways. Do you understand? Look at this now. What happened here? So for some trader that start buying off this, they can place their stop loss here. Some can place their stop loss here. Do you understand? Some will place their stop loss here, while some will place it here. But do you see what smart money did? They intentionally drove price lower to they took everybody out. So let's assume you start buying here and you place your stop loss here. what they do, they what they take you out. Let's assume we start, let's assume we also place your stop loss here. What do? They also what? Take you out. Do you see this? Do you see this? So now after they took liquidity, what did they do? They what? They reverse the market. Do you see the way they reverse? They what? They bought. Look at this. This is a 4-hour time frame. You can see 4-hour time frame. If you go to the 15 minutes, it will be more detailed. It will be more what? Detailed here. You grab. Now because when this candle started, it was actually a what? Bearish candle. Look at this. When this candle was coming down, it was actually a what? Bearish candle. Now, why didn't they continue the bearishness? They should have continued the what? Bearishness. So this is just the notion that they are not willing to what? Sell. Instead, it was a what? Liquidity sweep or liquidity grab. Alright, it's not that the support level was weak, it's just that smart money had to what? Fuel their trade. Smart money needs the opposite of order to enter. To sell, for instance, to sell they need buyers, and to buy they need what? Sellers. That's why they try to trick retail traders in order for them to what? Take their liquidity and use that retail trader liquidity to what? Fuel their what? Orders or their what? Positions. Look at this. Many retail traders will see this and what? Think that it's a buy, or they will think that the buy trend will what? Continue. Look at this. There are different ways to interpret price. You understand? Now look at this. Some retail traders will say, oh, look at this. This high has been taken. You see, this actually took this high. They say, oh, the resistance level, that if you use support and resistance. I don't use support and resistance. I'm an ICT trader and we don't use support and resistance. Look at this now. Some retail trader will say, the resistance level has, some retail trader will say, oh, the resistance level has been broken. It's a buy, and they will start entering in. Some will even over leverage and enter into a buy here. Do you understand? Now, but look at, and when they start entering in for a buy, what will they do? They will just place their stop loss. They will place their stop loss here. You see where my cursor is? They will place their stop loss here, or they will place their stop loss here. And what does smart money do? What did they do? Now they what? They offloaded their position. They sold. Do you understand? Look at the way they sold massively. They sold massively. And when they sold, look at this. Don't forget what I said. I said for them to sell, they need buyers. Now they need buyers to fill in their what? Sell order. And where do they get these buyers? They get them from what? Retail traders. Where retail traders place their what? Stop loss. Now look at this. When they trick retail trader into thinking that they want to buy, a lot of retail traders will put their stop here. You understand? Now, when smart money sees that there's enough liquidity for them to enter the market, they enter, they offload their positions. Now, if you were to put your stop loss here, let me use trend line. Right, let me highlight this again with my trend line. You can see. Now, if you were to put your stop loss either here or here, you'll be what? Taking out. Do you understand? Look at the way they sold massively. So you would have been what? Liquidated. So for them to sell, they need buyers. Alright, let me show you another example for them to buy. For them to buy, they need sellers. Is that clear? Now look at this now. There are different ways you can interpret price. Look at this. If we were to use support and resistance, you can call this resistance, right? And you can call this what? Support. But I don't use support and resistance. We don't use that in ICT trading. Alright, look at this now. Some retail trader will think that the resistance level will hold. Look at this support now. They'll say, oh, the support level has been broken. It's a sell, and they'll start entering for what? Sell positions. Do you understand? And they will place their stop loss just above this. They will place their stop loss here above the resistance level. To them, this is a good confirmation to start selling. Why? Because the support level has been what? Broken, and they will start what? Selling. They will start selling. That's why it's not good to over leverage. And apart from that, it's also good to what? Confirm. Use additional conferences to confirm the what? The breakout if it's valid before you jump into it. You don't just jump into a trade. Then what the smart money do? They will reverse the market and enter for a buy. Don't forget that for them to buy, they need sellers. Now they need a lot of sellers. When sellers has entered the market, they place their stop loss here, then smart money entered the opposite of the trade. You can see the way they reverse the trade. Now tell me, where will you put your stop loss that you will not be taken out on this trade? If you put your stop loss here, you'll be taken out. Even though you put your stop loss here, you'll be taken out. Do you see? Do you see? The what? The bought. Do you see? The what? The bought. They bought. Do you see that? They bought. They bought massively. Do you understand? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. They bought. Alright, that is why you shouldn't just enter a trade without confirmation. Alright, looking at what I just showed you on my screen, the way smart money earns liquidity, your stop loss wasn't unlucky. Your stop loss was targeted. Alright, let's go to the next section of this topic: liquidity hunting, the market's biggest magic trick. Have you ever seen a magic trick where the magician distracts you with one hand but performing the real trick on the other hand? That is exactly how liquidity works in the forex market. Alright, let's talk about how smart money trick retail trader. 1. Smart money trick retail trader by grabbing liquidity. Stop loss hunts before a real move. 2. Breakout traps. Price break resistance level, attract buyers and then crashes. Alright, on to the next section of this video: how to use liquidity to your advantage. Step 1. Spot where the liquidity is. Find equal highs and equal lows where stops are resting or sitting. Look for fake breakouts, that is liquidity sweep. You must look for liquidity sweeps, liquidity grabs, so you won't end up being liquidated. Step 2. Wait for the market to sweep or grab liquidity. Instead of jumping into trades, wait for the market to sweep liquidity. If price clears a level and quickly reverses, that is a signal. Step 3. Ride with the smart money. Retail traders sees a breakout, be cautious, it could be a fake move. Wait for confirmation after liquidity has been taken. Alright, let me quickly say this: trading isn't about predicting, it's about reacting to liquidity grabs. The market is not random. The market doesn't just move based on luck, or doesn't just move in an undefined or unspecific direction. Every move the market makes is a structured process controlled by smart money. And who are smart money? They are the banks, the hedge funds, the big institutions, and the market makers. Many traders think that the market is random, but in reality, price is manipulated to hunt stop losses. Smart money moves price intentionally to fill their large orders. Every major move the market makes has a purpose. It is either to trap retail traders or to fuel institutional orders or position. So whenever you think that the market is random. Alright, let's talk about common mistakes to avoid. The first mistake to avoid is chasing breakouts without confirmation. Now, whenever you see a breakout, either price breakthrough resistance level or price breakthrough support level, don't just enter the market. It could be a trap by smart money for you to be what? Liquidated. Now, always make sure that before you what? Enter into a trade upon a breakout, you use additional conferences to confirm if the breakout is what? Valid. Don't just enter a trade so you won't be what? Liquidated. The second mistake to avoid is placing stop losses where everyone else does. Where everyone else places their stop loss, act as a what? Liquidity hole. And trust me, smart money sees that and they will definitely hunt where everyone else puts their stop losses. Why? Because there's a lot of money waiting in for them to grab in order to fill in their positions. Alright, the final mistake to avoid is ignoring liquidity zones. Are you among the traders that ignore liquidity zones? Oh, you are making a very big mistake. Why? Because when you ignore liquidity zones, you will always get stopped out, and you'll be wondering, why are you getting stopped out? why are you always getting stopped out? Now, the major reason you are getting stopped out is because you are ignoring liquidity zone. Always make sure to spot liquidity zones. If not, you will be liquidated. Alright, let me quickly say this. If your stop loss is in an obvious spot, it is probably a liquidity target. Alright, we come to the conclusion of this video. Now you know what moves the market: liquidity. If you've learned something in this video, make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be posting the part 2 of this video. This is just the part 1. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about the types of liquidity. Alright, until then, see you.